What it is, what it do? Welcome back to another episode of Joint Conversation. This your boy D.
Hey, boy, D. Amali.
And y'all already know what it is. First and foremost, let's give it up to the Most High. For He is the one who woke me and you up this morning. Who got you here with us to listen to us, to see us, watch us. You know, indulge in conversation with us. You feel me? Maybe you take these on and kick it with your friends, but you wouldn't have had them friends to kick it with had He not woke their ass up. So we gonna give it up to the Most High. You feel me? God, thank you for the blessing and gift of sight. Being able to articulate what we want to say and to be coherent and comprehensive to what each other are expressing so that these conversations don't get flipped and twisted. Amen.
Nigga be extra as hell, dog. Anyway, bro, how your holidays was, bro?
Holidays was good, man. The holidays was good. Saw my folks. Kids open up gifts.
Talk louder, bro.
I'm sorry. Saw my folks. Kids open up gifts. You feel me? It was cool. I'm older now, so the festivities is kind of reverse. It's kind of different.
It ain't your business no more.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, that's not
it's your business, but it ain't your business.
My job is to put the wrappers in a trash bag. Like, I stand over and make sure, like, all right, you know what? I give it that.
Feel you.
Just put it in there.
Make sure shit don't get out of control. A lot of shit to clean up.
That's it. After that, ain't shit else for me to really do.
I feel you.
Waiting for New Year's. That's the adult holiday in December.
That's the truth.
Or New Year's Eve,
that's
in
the
a sense.
Truth. But why you? But what's the difference? It ain't shit but another year.
Yeah.
And Christmas ain't shit but another day. So what's the difference?
Right. And to those who truly believe that, then I feel you. I know what it's like to have that mindset. But if we are talking in the festivities and the hype of these dates, on the 25th, that's for the kids. On the 31st, y'all stay your ass home. This is the night where y'all be confused, where it's like, yo, did they really leave us here by ourselves to bring in the new year?
Yeah, we did.
Like, these niggas been gone since 10 o'clock. They rushed out of here to try to make sure they get to the party so they can count down the shit. We in our house, all the lights off, watching scary movies or watching some type of countdown that say the world going to end. But yeah, it's the adult holiday. That's when, like, alright, y'all just go to sleep. You ain't gotta be outside, out here for the New Year's Eve party where everybody drinking and popping champagne and getting fucked up or whatever. You feel me?
I mean,
you're not necessarily supposed to be getting fucked up on Christmas. Like, that's crazy. You're supposed to just chill and eat and vibe.
You think so? I mean, shit. At the end of the day, once a nigga realize that they too old for Christmas and Christmas ain't really their thing, that's all it is to do is get fucked up. All you can do is get fucked. Look, nigga, lighter that ran out. Ain't shit to do but get fucked up when you ain't getting no gifts. So I mean,
ain't shit to do, you not getting gifts?
Yeah, ain't shit to do but get fucked up.
You go get yourself a gift. You buy yourself a bottle.
Buy yourself a bottle. That's the grown up gift. I got a bottle for Christmas. That's what I got for Christmas. I got a bottle for Christmas. What's up with you? But you ain't get no. You just had the gift of being a father this Christmas, huh? That's how it should be. I feel you, dog. But
it was cool.
With that being said, it is the holiday season. You know how shit get in the holiday season, bro. Shit get a little sad, treacherous, dangerous out there. So hopefully the people that had a chance to watch our last episode got a chance to watch this episode. And if you don't, prayers to you. And you feel me? If you lost anybody this past week, this past month, this past season, prayers to you also. You feel me? Holidays be the hardest time. If this your first holiday without a important person in your life, prayers to you also. You feel me? So, you feel me? While we on the subject of Christmas and the holiday season being a bit of a downer when it's supposed to be a uplifting, joyful time.
And we try not to do that, but
we try not to start the episode off with the sad shit. But I also want to keep it. I also want to get right to it, so we don't go We don't have the episode
we'll end
looking good.
on
I don't want to end on the bad.
We gotta make sure we give our respect.
If y'all can hear that right now, that's fireworks going on right now. You know, black folks, we early on the shits. Look, I know y'all probably hear that shit. I ain't gonna be able to edit that shit out. But you feel me? But you feel me? I was talking to you off camera. You were trying to figure out what certain shit happened over the week and the past weekends and all of that other shit. As far as you know.
You don't want to tell the nigga nothing.
As far as people taking losses, bro, there's been a lot of shit going on, man. You got the rapper dude. I ain't know much about him. I do want to mention him. You know, I'm always mentioning to pay my respects to the passing. You feel me? We already had Slim 400 gone. We at the Slim 400 in LA. We had the Drinkio dude in LA at a concert. You feel me? Okay. You feel me? And then, you know, that's on the bigger scale of things. But on the smaller scale, on a more real and local level, you feel me? In the past couple of days, we had a couple car accidents, couple fatal car accidents. Speaking of that, yesterday we had a high speed chase. I think in Broward somewhere, where the dude hit a group of kids. He hit like 5 kids or something. He killed 2. Yeah, on a high speed chase, man. Like, I don't know what be off in the world around this time of year that people just can't seem to act right, and people just tend to like transition like around this time of year. Like,
you heard about the there's a young lady name, you drop her name, but she got bodied in Lauderdale.
She got bodied. Nah, I ain't hear that.
Yeah.
This Hennessy working me, y'all.
She got spanked in the whip. I'm sorry to report it this way, but
that sound a little. Yeah, that
I ain't no.
That sound a little tough.
Sorry, but I'm sorry. The young lady lost her life. So sorry.
That sound better.
The young lady lost her life. She was shot.
In Lauderdale?
In Lauderdale, somewhere in Lauderdale.
When this was like before Christmas, after?
Earlier today.
But if it ain't one thing, it's another, man. Listen here, man.
Crazy out there.
Listen here, with New Year, with Christmas just passing, and New Year's coming up in a couple of days. It's the 28th, I believe. Man, stay in the house, man, for the next 3 days, man. I want to see you make it to New Year's, man. All the people that's listening, all the fans and listeners and subscribers and all of that, commentators and all of that. I want to see you make it to 2022. It's been hard enough to make it to 2020. It was hard to make it through 2021. I want to see y'all make it to 2022, man. And you feel me? With that being said, R.I.P. to the legend, the great, the incomparable. Everybody know this man. If you ever played a video game called Madden, if you ever even been in the video game section of any store, if your cousin ever had a video game, do you know who this guy is, man? R.I.P. John Madden, man. Passed away earlier today. You feel me? That shit had niggas feeling a little sick, like they lost their best friend, bruh. It was already it's like a double loss. We already had to deal with him like not hearing his voice on the game after a couple years. Like, you know, he stopped commentating on the actual game. So now he done left the world for real, man. The crazy part, you know what's funny, dog? I shit you not. It had to be Saturday. It had to be either Christmas. I want to say Christmas or the following day. You know how some football games, like before it started, they play like little clips or little voiceovers and all that other shit. Yeah. For some reason, they played a John Madden like clip. So I say my first instinct was, oh shit! Please don't tell me John Madden did. Cause nigga, people only play respects and do certain shit like that when you either not here no more. They don't usually do that type of shit when you around this bitch still kicking.
Like an omen.
Yeah, like.
Yeah, excuse me, man.
Yes, please, just wait, bro.
God damn it, man.
Just wait, bro.
Shit, man. You want to talk about Madden being gone, dog? Listen, man. I'm gonna keep it G with y'all, dog.
But before you
heard me, man.
Before you say that, I just
Googled
him, bro. I just Googled him. No more than a week ago, I just Googled him and I said, damn, all right, good. My dog's still out here kicking. I go on Twitter a little bit before you got here. I go on Twitter. Madden, John Madden, the legend, going at 85.
85 though.
At 85 years old, man. A coach.
Let me ask you something.
What's that?
I don't want to get, you got me sipping shit. I ain't trying to get.
What's up?
Listen, man, niggas grew up on John Madden. You feel me? He reported, made the game awesome. You know what I'm saying? He suggested goddamn plays to help you beat the next nigga.
Facts.
Like, yo,
Facts.
if you don't even know how to play this, my nigga here.
If you don't know how to play this shit but want to play here, pick this play.
Damn.
Shouts out to the coach.
Nobody else's suggestions now.
Shouts out to that.
I can't take nobody else's suggestion in the game now. Who I want to listen to? I want to listen to you.
So half of his shit ain't even work. All due respect. All due respect to the legend. But half of your shit ain't work either. You pick that shit going against the computer, they gonna know. But it's all respect. You feel me? Nigga play the game. You feel me?
That nigga got that hurt. Like, I remember that game. I chose that shit for it. I lost. That shit fucked me up.
That's how nigga learn how to pick them shits. You gotta try it. You feel me? But
listen, man.
You feel me?
Let me tell you this little bounce around that I'm going on in my head. One, I understand the significance of John Madden.
Facts.
For whoever and whatever the thorough reasons, I haven't done the background history to find out why they named the game after him. Besides, his legacy and etc. like that.
That's it.
That's it.
That's all you need to know.
So
diabolical.
Like, understand that simulations allow people to do things that they can't do physically. You know what I'm saying? So to somebody who's may not be built to the stature to really play in the NFL, you get your hands on these controllers and you throw that game in there and you bodying niggas left and right. You making niggas want to quit and never play the game again. Mm-hmm. You might not be able to do that on the field, but
you could do that shit. The
game Madden did that to you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
he allowed you to do the closest thing to it. He allowed you to pretend.
You're the player. You're the strategist.
You're the commentator. He even gave you people to talk. He even gave you reasons to scream back out the screen. Like when you losing and the commentator say some fuck shit and you know you ain't like that shit. You feel me? Like you be playing the game, get your ass whooping, the commentator say some fuck shit like, yo, I don't know what he was doing on that play, or
now you get on the field and niggas be looking at you like, what, you thought this was Madden, nigga?
Like that shit crazy.
You playing you playing Madden right now, nigga. Yeah, nigga, watch, I'm gonna bomb you, bro.
But yeah, all respects and all prayers to the family of John Madden. You feel me? And it's only right. I had a comment. I did talk to. It's only right. It's only right that next year cover John Madden be John Madden.
Can't put no Madden.
He hasn't been on the cover since 99, maybe 2000.
You can't put a Madden curse on that.
I'm not going for nothing else. If Madden not on the next cover next year, I'm not buying Madden.
Oh, I heard the boycott.
It's a boycott.
I hear hashtag.
If Madden is not on the cover of John Madden, if John Madden ain't on the cover of Madden 22, no 23.
2023.
Yeah, 23.
Who got 22?
Brady and Mahomes.
22?
Yes, nigga, 22 already came out.
Oh, that's this season, 21, 22.
Get it together.
22, 23. All right.
So, yeah. But, yeah, man. R.I.P. to you, bro.
Hey, that was my question. All right, so John Madden gone at what, 85?
85.
85 years old.
85.
Just a curious question. Please leave it down in the comments. Make sure y'all subscribe, comment, share. Tell your people to tell their people to tell their people to come through and have a joint conversation with us. We open to subjects. We open to suggestions and whatnot. Check me out. The age at which someone passes in the hearts of people, never, it's never balanced. Like there is no okay.
Yeah, right. I don't care how old you are. Motherfucker say 100 and something, it's gonna hurt.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like sometimes you don't have to wait for a suffrage or anything like that. But in the event that somebody is past the bracket of 70 years old. I'm gonna give it that much, right?
That's more than 3/4 of your life.
Past the bracket of 70, give it 75.
You in your fourth quarter.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And to the person who has known this person for 30 some odd years, 60 some odd years,
Mm-hmm.
while you're with this person, because it's going to hit you the most. Anybody that's a fan of them, anybody that probably just knew them from the wazoo, heard of them, whatever, they might feel, but they've never experienced that person to really say like, yo, that was my person. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, you might love somebody's music, but you're not hurting like his friends are and how his
direct.
parents are.
It ain't like a direct hit.
You're just more of a, and if you are to say it, you're more of a selfish herder. Like, you won't be getting any more good music from this person anymore, or you won't just get the benefit of seeing this person perform the same thing over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
See this person beat his character over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, to the ones that's like in the circle, in the life, and in connection with those people, and I've seen people who handle it well. But I've also seen people who don't handle it well, like comprehensive wise. Whereas like the person is gone, but they were here all this time. So to anybody who lives with regret,
be gone type shit.
Nah, to anybody who lives with some type of regret of, damn, I never got the chance to tell them this. Please remember how long they've been here. Please remember how long you've known them. Understand that if it was meant to be said, then it would have been said. But if it was meant to be felt, then it was probably felt already. So it didn't need to be said. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I mean,
there's only a handful of secrets or something that you really needed to say to somebody, that you say that you need to say to someone, versus if you give that person, that love, that respect, that energy, that that time, that effort, however you line it all up, depending, whatever it is that you do for that person or don't do morally, or however you stand for that person. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
If it's something that you say you never got a chance to say, is it like how much you admire them, how much you love them?
It could be anything. It depends on what level y'all was on when the person transitioned. It could be a level of disagreement where you probably could have felt like, damn, I should have just told him like fuck what we was arguing about, or maybe I should have told you how much I cared and loved about you. It could be anything. That kind of falls on, I want to say selfish, but then again, not really. It's just like because you wish you would have like, even though this person's gone and everybody took a big loss or whatever the case may be, it's like you wish you would have said something. You wish you would have told that person something. Like, it's just a more of being comfortable with, like, I left that person with something that they know about me for real. Like, if depending on what you believe in or what you believe, whatever you base your belief on, it's like, okay, that person know wherever they at right now. My last words or whatever we had a chance to talk about, they know they can live with that or rest with that or whatever the case, however you want to put it.
Right. I get. I see how you put it. Like, what whatever one may believe, right? But in the event that one believes that in your transition, your memory is wiped and the only thing that you see are the replays. So you don't get to really like say, "Oh, I remember the last thing the nigga said before I went to sleep." Damn, that nigga's
true.
You know what I'm saying? It's more of a maybe it'll come up, maybe it won't.
Yep.
Or if you really believe that there's a book of judgment and they're gonna play back everything you've done.
That's a spot that's like kind of on the selfish level too, because you don't know, like you're saying,
what
like,
difference would it have made?
That's a
for
selfish
that
level.
person.
That just that's a selfish. That's why I'm calling it selfish, because who knows what happens afterwards. But to just make your mind, just to put your mind at peace, you would rather have
said
what you had to say or what you wanted to say.
Like I've heard of incidents where someone was on their bed and they they legit requested the presence of certain people, requested that certain people arrive, and when someone said, "Hey, yeah, man, she was supposed to be here, but she can't make it. She running late. I'll say it straight. In fact, 2-day delay, vibe. show up,
Pass.
finally see you,
Pass away.
everything cool, say what we say, everybody clear, we'll sleep. That's someone who needs those closures and whatever. You feel me? They decided that my last selfless act is to give everybody else closure.
Right.
So whether it be the one-on-ones where you can come confide in me and just drop like, I ain't gonna say too much on the mic, but come over here, then come over here like, come here, boo.
What?
Come here.
No, man.
Come here, let me tell you. You're not gonna hear it because you're not gonna laugh. You gotta hear it.
Say this
I'm not
shit.
gonna say it.
Say this shit, man. Come on, bro.
It's the liquor. I don't want to say it. They go in your ear like, yo. I love you, dog, but I just gotta tell somebody. I caught a body before. Yo, just
Is that what you over there dying about, bro?
Yeah, it's dark to me. It's funny to me. I mean, it's both. Damn, dog, this nigga slay me for no reason.
I ain't even say shit.
Oh, but I just like it, yeah. But oh my God, that's funny. That's wrong. But you know, just like whatever that person does is selfless act of allowing those closures. You feel me? But in the event that you don't necessarily get the chance to speak to somebody, right. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's just those
human traits where you just now you gotta because the fact that the transition is so permanent. So now you only live with the what if. Like, what if me telling this person that would have made them feel better? Or what if me telling this person that could help them wherever they at? Or what if me telling this person could have helped me? You feel me? That's all that shit be, but you can never find out because it's the transition is so... That's it.
You know that's a dangerous place to live.
You damn straight.
Yo.
That's the worst place to live besides that, and you know what? That's the worst place to live in the realm of the what if. Because the what ifs can turn into a lot of shit. It can manifest a lot of things, and you'll be in this bitch.
You'll be in that bit lost like Yu-Gi-Oh! In the Millennium Puzzle. Just all the possibilities and it was this and it was that. And they anxious for no reason.
Sitting at your crib, thinking somebody did something they ain't really do, and then you convincing yourself because you do got common sense. You do got a present sense of mind. You like, oh, this person ain't doing that. But then the what if pop in. What if they did? What if they did it this way? What if when they told me they was doing this, they was really doing that? But yeah, man. On that note, you feel me? Thoughts and prayers to anybody who lost somebody this holiday season. You feel me? Thoughts and prayers to anybody who got to spend these first holidays without somebody. And also thoughts and prayers to the family of the legend John Madden. You feel me? And you know, y'all be safe out there, man. This is the new year. The new year. You feel me? The last episode of the new year. I mean, the last episode of 2021. The last episode of
yes, it is. Give it up. So we sending out that energy to y'all.
Man. We want to see y'all. We want y'all to watch this episode, and we also want y'all to watch the first episode of next year and the last episode of next year.
The same 3 clicks. Come on, January 2nd. You hear me? If you click this shit 3 times this year in 2021, I better see you click this shit 3 times next year. If you leave a comment this year, I better see you leave a comment next year. Why? Because I'm telling you, you better not die. You better not go no fucking way.
So what's your man? So what's your with that being said about the New Year's and all that, man? What's some things you learned, man? What's some things you learned this past year that you gonna take into next year to help you feel me, better yourself or to make progress, you feel me, to elevate, because ain't shit finna be the same next year. Anybody who stay the same, you doing bad. So what information, what lessons did you learn and all that other shit that you gonna take into next year that's gonna, you feel me, make it a lot better than what this year was, if anything?
I gotta best my work ethic. I'm trying to read at least 2 more books than as many books that I'm reading right now. Add that to my repertoire.
Nah, make sure you try to finish them or read them.
I'm talking about.
What you mean what I'm talking about? You know what the fuck I'm talking about?
You ain't gonna come for a nigga.
Don't start them. Are you gonna finish them?
I don't finish my books, nigga.
Cause that could mean you probably just saying you finna add 2 more books to your already.
No, sir, no, sirski, no, sir.
Alright.
Finishing my books, nigga. I'm just trying to add 2 more books to the amount of books that I finish per year. Okay, so
okay.
Trying to make sure I get my studies
per year. Would you say?
As of right now, I'm up to like what, maybe 3.
Okay, so you trying to get to 5 books a year?
5 books a year, 2 physicals, 2 physical books, 5 audio books.
Yeah, this nigga.
I'm just saying.
I don't see how you do the audio shit, but yeah, okay.
It works for me. Well, I say I'm not meditating, I just listen. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, okay. So besides,
work ethic really.
Read more books.
You feel me? Get my workout game on. You feel me? Take the gym a little bit more serious. I can't do this, twice a month. Shit, that should not helping nobody.
Don't work out. Okay, work on your health. Okay, health.
Health is wealth. You know what I mean?
Work ethic. Reading. All right. Okay.
Self growth, man.
Okay, that's what's up.
Just gotta get a little selfish so you can grow. You feel me?
So that's what you're taking into next year. So what made you say that? Did you just want to improve, or did you learn?
Oh nah, man. I done had a lot of hiccups this year, bro. I'm keep it a buck with myself, man. Like you feel me? Trying to get work done, trying to get schedule everything appropriately, while trying to avoid actually just having a schedule set. You know what I'm saying? It's like not really helping me. So that's another thing. I'm finna actually set a schedule for myself so I can get a lot more work done, so I can catch up on a lot of shit, and then making sure I'm a lot more organized. Cause fucking around losing SD cards while I'm working and stuff like that is like, I'm missing these shits for months, and I'm finding them in the darnest places. That's the best way I can say it.
After
I find them in the darnest places.
After you done said fuck this memory card.
Not really saying F it, but it's more like,
you went through
I feel like I've looked everywhere, and then finally when a nigga doing something else, it's like, oh shit, this shit was way down here. Like, well, how the hell did it get way down here? And then boom, I'm able to check it and then catch up on, and then feel me. But it's a lot of issues that that'll come up, that given the fact that nigga ain't gonna go out and give you the excuse or try to break it down as to what's going on. I just keep it to myself. It fucks me up in the long run. And that's a personality thing. It's not really just myself, but I say just myself. It is me, but it's not the work thing. It's an actual just me, like how I work. I don't want to give you an excuse. I want to solve the issue and then reconcile that. So
it's a mind thing. Just
a mindset, yeah.
Okay.
It's fucking Hennessy. Fucking. But they're trying to do that. You know what I mean?
That's a shit to piggyback off. I think.
What you got? What you done pick up on?
I ain't gonna lie. This year was a lesson learning year for me. So when I say shit like that, I feel like, with that being said, let's see what I learned this year, and I'm not gonna say what I learned, but what became more clear to me is that everybody ain't to be counted on. You feel me? Everybody ain't to be waited on. Nobody is to be waited on. Wait on nobody. You feel me? To make moves. You count on people, they leave you assed up. You feel me? Then I also what I did also, it'd be the ones closest. It'd be the ones you least suspect. You feel me? And that's on all spectrums or anything. Like, when it come good to bad, it'd be the ones you least suspect. Like, it's like, damn, you too. Shit came from left and right. But with that being said, you feel me? So I learned everybody ain't your friend, no matter how long that shit. You feel me? No matter how long they been your friend, it's never that long to tolerate bullshit. You feel me? Right. When it's time to get out of there, it's time to get out of there. So that's what I learned this year. I'm taking that into next year. You feel me? And
you're not taking forgiveness into next year.
I'm taking forgiveness. Forgiveness?
He hate when I do this shit.
That word is out of my vocabulary.
He hate when I do this shit.
Fuck it, like it is what it is. I ain't got time to beef with nobody and have words and go back and forth with nobody. But forgiveness is over with. Like, I don't want no parts of Like you showed me who you could be. You showed me who you is already. I don't really need to see nothing else.
Do you think that falls under? Do you think not giving a fuck falls under forgiveness? Where you absolutely can tell yourself that you no longer give a fuck about the situation, like that shit doesn't spark a.
It depends. It depends on the person.
Because most people would associate forgiveness as, even if you saw that person, you have no animosity in your heart, right, of the situation. Like you don't let that shit completely go, and you would never bring it up again, or there's no need to bring it up again, or that even if it was brought up again, it wouldn't really ensue anything inside of you. It'd just be a conversation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel all that.
But when you don't give a fuck, that's also the same. That's
giving a fuck.
No, when you don't give a fuck about a situation and somebody bring it up and you talk about it, it just goes away. It's like no, not even when it doesn't bring anything back, but it's like it doesn't bring anything back because you don't give a fuck. Not that you forgave that person, you just don't give a fuck about the situation no more. So now, giving a fuck has to sound like a negative connotation to it, but
it depends. Because people gonna receive and react off of forgiving somebody, depending on how they do it. Because you can forgive somebody and be like, you know what, I forgive you, but I never want to look at you, see you, talk to you again. Or I forgive you and we could just, or it could be I forgive you and we could move on.
But you have some people that end up in a situation where you maybe don't get a chance to talk to that person. Not that they passed away, but you don't get a chance to rap with that person to even say, no, I forgive you, but I just never want to see you again. It just happens to be that fold of the coin where you just don't really associate or see that person, or where y'all universe don't collide anymore. You get what I'm saying? Like y'all fell out and then y'all just fell out.
I think that's like a force. I ain't gonna say a forced forgiveness, but it's more like this person don't even have an everyday spot in my life. Like I don't even have time to even worry about a situation that, for one, never gonna be addressed, and for two, if it do get addressed, it's gonna go left, and I don't really care to address it. That's one. Then you got other people that's like, yeah, like
I come you forgave it so we can talk about it if you want to.
You feel me? Like we could talk about that shit, and even when I say I forgive you, I still don't want nothing to do with you.
But even the person that don't give a fuck, like if you do come and talk and it's like, damn, you know what happened? Why we fell out? How come we ain't talk? You know, whatever. And then you probably like bring up 1 or 2 points. Was that it? All right. Do you have something to bring it? All right. You talked about it. All right. Cool. Now I'm still going about my day. And that person might perceive it as, damn. So what? Like you don't fuck with me no more. We ain't fuck with each other in years. So I don't give a fuck whether or not we fuck with each other. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I mean. So sometimes
it's like even if it was a bad situation,
time could just make that shit be what it is, whether y'all have a conversation or not. If we had a big falling out at the time, and we never adjusted, and then 5, 6, 7 years go down the line, 9 out of 10 you don't elevate it, you don't mature. That big situation ain't even as big as it was to you no more. So you probably, and then granted, if you move to another area, another state, you and this person never see each other, it's like, yo, why you been holding on to this burden? Like, fuck this shit off my back. And it comes to the point where it's like, even if I see this person, even though we never talked about it, even though we never had closure, it's fuck it. Like, I ain't finna let that shit hinder my life. Or
would that be something that you like personally, in rapping with my younger siblings and homies and even with you feel me, like I'd advocate, hey, don't give a fuck about that shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You broke up with a chick, you fell out with somebody, you feel me? It's like, unless y'all gonna be able to have a civil conversation about it, emotions involved and all, but have a civil conversation about it, you give a fuck about that shit.
That shit don't matter.
You know what I'm saying? But that's me.
But that all depends. That attitude only works, and that attitude is only, I feel like it's only real when what I explain come. Some people could be off the rip like fuck it, because some people would expect to be fucked over. It's a sad thing. People go through life expecting to be fucked over, so when they get fucked over, they be like, well, it happened. It is what it is. I'm done. But in other cases, you got people that's like, it's like that type of shit take time with you explaining, to where it's like, just fuck that shit, or that shit tiny, or I'm not gonna let that shit bother me. Some of that shit take actual time to be real. Some folks might try to speak that shit into their mind, into their existence, into their heart, but they deep down they really be giving a fuck.
But
even say that shit wrong
that,
enough to make it true.
Even with that, right? With like if you talking to yourself about a situation and you like outside of there's certain stipulations that would nullify this point. You get what I'm saying? Okay. But outside of those, you feel me? Obligations and the bonds and whatever type shits. Mm-hmm. When it comes down to a relationship with somebody, when it comes down to events that's out of your control, when people choose to dwell on it, it's like if you choose to stop giving a fuck about it, it won't matter no more. You know what I'm saying? So even to the person that you saw every day, you hung out with her every day, y'all kicked it every day, y'all spoke on the phone every day, everything was always kosher with y'all, whatever, and then bullshit after some point in time, no, not even bullshit, but just after some point in time, there's no communication with this person. So however you perceive it to be like the stars, and it's like best friends aren't always around, but they're there type metaphors and shit like that. Yeah. So I ain't gotta talk to you every day, but I can hit you up from time to time. Now you can't hit this person up. Uh-huh. Now this person doesn't communicate with you anymore, and now you're like, I need closure. So for many years you go through just wondering like, damn, what happened? Like, I gotta highlight you and find out what happened.
That's where the pump figure shit come in, because you have people that be screaming, I don't give a fuck, or I don't care. But then when certain shit's said and certain words are said, or they see certain shit, it triggered them because they think about, it triggered them because they think about when that shit happened to them, or when something similar happened to them. So even though they trying to mask that shit and move on with their life, because some people just want to forget about it, like honestly and truly, but they mind and they heart not really there to forget about that shit just yet.
So even when they say I don't give a fuck, they still,
they just hoping and praying that they really don't give a fuck. They trying to talk it into existence because they really want to, but their heart and their mind is not there yet.
But here's why I say you should just stop giving a fuck, right? Because outside of a situation that's out of your control, when you choose to dwell on those things, like what can you do? And even when it comes to an individual, if say for example you had a female homie, but she gets married, and now there's no, let's go to happy hour, there's no heavy communication type shit. You feel me? Maybe a happy birthday here and there, or maybe nothing at all.
Nothing at all, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you get to wondering like, well, damn kid, like you just dropped a nigga. Her getting married was out of your control. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Her life choices were out of your control. So you should chalk that up to, hey, this is how the pages turn. It's cool. I understand how you may feel, but this is how the pages turn. And then at the same time, say that you do have a relationship with that person, and y'all do talk on a regular, and then things trickle down to where y'all don't talk that much. And then things trickle down to where even when you hit that person up, maybe that person's irritated or not can't talk at the moment, or whatever.
Right, they ain't the best person to talk to at the time type shit for you.
Yeah, and then eventually it's just
nothing.
Damn, we ain't bonded in so long that even if I do call you, confide in you or some shit, it's gonna be brand new information to you, so you're not really gonna know how to help me.
Yeah,
you feel me? So now it's like
it all depends on the person. It all depends on the person.
But you're right. But I'm just saying, to a person that says, all right, yeah, well, I chalked it up to I don't give a fuck, that leaves the door so open to, like, a person might say I forgive you, but that's a person who acknowledge the issue, address the issue, I forgive the issue, and just as you say, we're gonna chalk it up to I don't never want to see you, I don't never want da 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 da. That could be the wishes of you, but that's because you still dwell on it. That means if you do see me, these emotions are gonna come back. That means you haven't forgiven me.
Right.
You should be able to see me. You know what I'm saying? So me saying I don't give a fuck, that's more of a, it don't matter to me how long it's been since we've seen each other, whatever. If you say what's up, I'm gonna say what's up. If you want to talk, we're gonna talk. If you want to come out of the crib, like, maybe not come out of the crib, but
that's all on the that's all on that's all on that's all on where you are truly. We can't never know what somebody is truly, because I got certain situations where I can say fuck that shit, but deep down it's not really fuck that shit, but I'm just hoping that by the time I'm faced with that situation, it really is fuck that shit. So I'm gonna try to speak that shit into existence as best as possible. Mm-hmm. And I'm only saying fuck that shit to avoid having that conversation, because I don't want to erupt how I know I want to erupt. So in turn, I'm saying, nah, fuck that shit. I don't really care about that shit. In my mind, I'm boiling hot. And I'm like, maybe when I'm finally faced with that actual situation or that actual person, by the time I see them, that shit really don't matter. Now, if I happen to see them too soon, I got no control over. I ain't gonna say I got no control over, but
say that.
The truth come out now because I'm met with the situation before I'm able to really get over it how I said I was. Now people like, oh, you said you was, yeah, because I wanted to be. You feel me? Me talking, because I understand at some point me talking about this shit ain't gonna help. So I'm telling you, fuck that shit, fuck that shit, fuck that shit. And that shit happened to rear its head. And it's like, but then again, at the end of the day, a lot of forgiveness comes with maturing. So a lot of forgiveness comes with maturing, and a lot of forgiveness comes with
forgiveness is a choice.
Sometimes forgiveness comes with ignorance, and a lot too, though.
Forgiveness is a choice. Mm-hmm. And if you truly forgive, you truly made the choice. Mm-hmm. That's all I see that as.
That's a fact.
Because
don't forgive nobody. Don't forgive nobody to get them back close to you, so you can hold it over their head either. As far as that type of shit, because that's manipulative type of shit. Like, oh yeah, I forgive you. We can be friends again, and then you do some fuck shit, and then when a nigga when that shit comes out, he's like, oh, you did some fucked up shit. Oh, remember what you did to me? And you deserve. That's some bullshit. Mm-hmm. You feel me? So that shit is all about maturity. Like, real forgiveness comes with maturity, because we got a lot of people that'll forgive you just to get their get back, just to get their lick back real quick. Like, yeah, I forgive you. Get you back close to them so they could, you feel me, stab you in the back 2-3 times. You feel me? So, but I mean, it is what it is. So with that being, that's what we bring into the new year. Forgiveness and work ethic and healthy and more reading and, you feel me, stop stressing over shit you can't too much control. Mm-hmm. And I mean, like we said, and speaking on maturity though. The video you sent me earlier today, and the video you was talking about to me earlier today, and that shit ended up coming on my timeline. You feel me? A great level of maturity. You feel me? It's a video going around of a biological father giving a stepfather a gift / appreciation gift for Christmas. You feel me? For him being there for his kids when he not able to be there, or taking the place of the man as another man in his kids' lives when he not able to. Wherever he falling short, the guy might pick up right there or do this and do that. And I'm not gonna lie, that's a nice video. You feel me? That's a nice gesture. But not for me. That's all I'm gonna say. You feel me? You got people in the comments saying, "Oh, that's mature," and that's real grown up of them. And I totally agree. I'm not even against it. But all I'm gonna say is, don't expect that type of shit from me. Like, hold on. Like, with all due respect, bro. Like, yeah, you around my kids and you picking up slack and you doing this and that, but nah, bro, don't think. Even I don't care. Like, the dude bought him a pair of J's. I don't care if it was a fucking shaving kit. I'm not buying you nothing, my man. You feel me? All I owe you and all we owe each other is to be cordial for my kids and the fact that you're around my kids. That's all that matters. Like, so my question to you is, what you think about? What you think about exchanging gifts, or that video, sir, so to say, of a father giving a stepdad a gift for being there for his kids? Like, that maturity, would you agree with it? Would you do it?
Maturity. Since you want to bring it up about bulletin. Was it mature? Yes, it was mature. It was a mature gesture. In fact, it was more of a kind gesture, but it was a mature decision to even do the kind gesture. Because when you listen to what he's saying, it's like, you feel me? when I'm not at, I see that you keeping that energy there for the kids, and you understood your role when you stepped in here. Like, you're not just here for just for one thing. You're here for all parties, and I respect that.
Right.
So I could you feel me?
I can understand that.
And he made some real fire points. Like, you got some niggas that are coming to the life and don't give no fucks about the kid
at all. That's another point.
You feel me? Like, whether it be doing the most vicious or just not caring about the kid at all. You come home with food, they ain't got nothing for the jit. You wait for the moms to come home from work, and she ain't got nothing to make, and you looking at her sideways like, well, go. I guess you gotta go to the store. Like, you feel me? All type of messed up shit. You know what I'm saying? So
you being there for the benefit of being around the old girl, but you ain't picking up or helping out on the other side, on the grand scheme of things.
So with you choosing to do that, I commend you on that, and I respect dog for acknowledging that. But I would personally say that just for me, you know what I'm saying? Like, had I been in his shoes, I probably would have more so wrote some shit, like wrote all that down and let him read it, versus reciting it like the oldest son saying I'm going away for college type shit. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect, dog. Like, real shit, no disrespect. I'm just
right.
I'm just saying. Just conversation, my nigga. So I'm just saying. I personally wouldn't. I would have wrote it, allowed him to read it, let him see what it is. You feel me?
Yeah, so basically, send a nigga like a text or email, like, yo, appreciate you, dog.
You see, I'm saying everything that he wrote, everything he said, I would have wrote it down and just allowed dog to read it. You know what I'm saying?
But
after reading it, you open your gift.
So you would have gave him. It would came with a gift too. You just wouldn't have gave him the speech.
I wouldn't have given him a speech.
But the gift too would have gave.
I would have gave him. If I'm giving a nigga something, I would have gave him something. Especially if I'm on I'm coming to the crib to give everybody something, and I said then I decided to give her something. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I'm gonna show you love too.
Okay, I got. I guess.
You know my aspirations. I'm a watch giver. You know what I'm saying? So you know my aspirations.
Yeah.
Now I ain't gonna turn around and say that like goddamn it.
You gonna drop an Audemars on that boy?
I ain't say all that.
You'll drop a petite on that boy.
I ain't say all that. You know what I'm saying? But if that's the gifts that's going around that season, I ain't gonna ostracize you like that. Cause now whenever she rock her shit, you gonna hate. That's one. So I play chess, not checkers. At the same time, if I appreciate you, you gonna tell by what I got you. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna try you with a rinky-dink watch. You know what I'm saying? But if I'm giving watches, I got you. Okay. Which would have came with that letter, as to even if you look at it like this shit light, when you think about the significance behind it, you like, alright, dog, know what time it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, we both on the same time. If I gave you a watch, instead he figured, yo, I be stunting. I got a little bread left over. I know what it's like to have to cut checks on the jits. Now that I got bread left over, I could buy J's. I know you can't buy J's because I be coming here. So I'm finna show you love, so you ain't gotta be rocking them things that you be rocking no more. I ain't gonna stun on you. You feel me? We gonna stick together.
I ain't gonna keep coming to this shit with the fresh new kicks and shit. Knowing you done went broke on the shorties. All type of shit. I respect that, but nah, nigga ain't getting no gift.
Just come back, everybody got J's on their feet. When you rock around with you. It's cool
though.
You
already got, bro. I ain't gonna. Bruh.
I hear you.
Bruh.
But also the way that the caption was placed, ex-husband gifting the new husband, it was like, one, it's a big transition.
Big transition. It ain't just baby daddy boyfriend type shit. That's right. Ex-husband, new husband.
And two, there's a level of understanding on all parties, so that wasn't a buzzard breakup. You know what I'm saying? That was a things just ain't work out between me and her. So we had to part our ways.
I mean, we don't know how both of them was. It probably just got better, but yeah.
But however it was,
true, yeah.
Things didn't work out,
right?
And the fact that things didn't work out, and you feel me, you not making this situation even more buzz. I appreciate that, dog. So this is my appreciation to you. Here you go.
Okay.
damn kid, you got these shits for me.
The cool grade. He got that boy.
I
The cool grade.
You know what I'm saying? Like this wasn't no stock X shoes. These
He went to a lot of lengths to get those kicks for you. I don't know if I'm doing that, dog.
I hear you.
Maybe I would buy, like, aside from what he did, like maybe I would buy the ex-wife and him a gift together, like a gift that they could use together, like a gift for the house. But I ain't buying him no gift, and then giving a nigga a big ass speech and all this extra sentimental shit. Like, nah. I can have a real one-on-one conversation with you and all that other shit. I'm not against nothing that they did. I'm
but
just saying
that was also something else that he come in. It was like, yo, I ain't gonna say we had heart to hearts or whatever, but when we do have conversations, it's just smooth, it's just cool, everything vibes.
That's fine. I ain't got no problem having a normal conversation.
I 1000% agree with you.
Giving gifts, nah, bro, that's not me, man. It ain't me. But
I agree with you from your perspective. I see it. I hear you.
But it is what it is, Whatever works for you, works for you. You feel me? That is a mature thing. You feel me? It's a good thing to see. It's good for the kids.
We commend you, big dog.
It's good for the relationship. It's good to communicate. You feel me? Two black men. You feel me? Coming together for the cause of some kids. That's awesome. That's great. You feel me? So, I mean, with that being said, let's move along.
We can skip that. Let's touch the 20 songs real quick. Cause that all.
So this is our last episode of the 2021 year. You feel me? So we will be putting together a top 20 song list of 2021. You feel me? Feel free to leave comments. You feel me? Make sure y'all subscribe, hit the notification. Make sure y'all share with a friend, share, like. You feel me? Retweet, all that good shit. You know, but you feel me? We're not gonna be doing the full list on the actual episode because we'll be here for 2 hours between me and this nigga. So we'll give y'all about 5 to 10, and maybe y'all can check. Y'all, we gonna leave something a little special for y'all. You feel me? So y'all can check out the whole list that we put together. But before we get to that, before we get to that, we do have to say a couple other things.
Ooh.
Before we left. When we left our last episode. Mm-hmm. You feel me? We went through and we got some good news. You feel me? Some news that we've been laying around waiting for, because you know, as it ain't no news that, you know, we've been in the fucked up state for the past couple of years. You feel me? As far as unlawful killings and unarmed killings and just unnecessary shit happening to black people. So with that being said, for those of you who don't know, Kim Potter, is that her name? The 26-year police officer who mistakenly shot a black man. What, it was last year? Earlier this year? That was last year, right?
The one in the apartment?
No, not that one. The one who mistakenly shot the boy, thought she had a taser.
Yeah,
that was last year, right?
Yeah, that was last year.
So yeah, she just got found guilty. And one thing about it, it was a quick and swift trial. It almost went under wraps. I was kind of nervous because it was kind of quiet. But I'm glad to say that she was found. I'm glad to say, even though, you know, it is what it is. You know, we always want more. It's always more that could have been done. Mm-hmm. But you know, with that being said, she was found guilty of first and second manslaughter. You feel me? And she could potentially be serving 7+ years. And that's where it's like, that's it. But we gotta take it how we can get it. So with that being, I mean, so I don't want to say congrats because a family lost a child and all of that. I do want to say thoughts and prayers to the family of Dante Wright, for me, the victim of the Kim Potter officer. You know, Potter. It's Potter.
It's Potter.
My whole thing is like, for the people that don't know, you know, she was the one who.
No, that was this year, April 11th.
That was this year?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
That was here?
That wasn't here. Yeah, that wasn't here.
No, that was in Minneapolis.
Yes, another Minneapolis. Man, listen. I've been saying this for a while. I said it to you. I said it to a couple other people. Indianapolis and all them other areas around that area right up in there is not for us. You feel me? It's not for us at all. So, like I was saying, she mistakenly, after 26 years of taser lethal weapon, she mistakenly pulled her actual weapon, her actual gun, thinking it was a taser, and shot the victim, Dante Wright, when ultimately he died and all that other stuff. So she's been found guilty of first and second manslaughter. She'll be serving 7+ years. Who knows? Maybe after 2 to 3, she'll be trying to get off on good behavior or some shit, just like the other lady did. The one that you just mentioned that you thought I was talking about. The lady who killed the dude in the apartment.
She got out on good behavior.
No, she been trying to get out, but she been trying to get out. But since last year, she been trying to like see the judge and appeal and all that other shit.
But everybody's always trying to see the judge and appeal.
Of course, they trying to see the judge, and they don't want to be in that bit. Dead ass wrong. You walk in somebody's house and shoot them, thinking it's your crib. Then you've been dealing with these guns and these weapons for 26 years, and you mistakenly grab one, thinking you grabbing the other one. This other one have, depending on where you at and how, I know it has color on it. It might be yellow and black, or all yellow, might be lime green, might be this, might be that.
That shit your gun is all black. Box.
Your gun is all black, heavy.
When you reach over here, that shit's a transformer
you
block.
Feel me?
You gotta fold that bitch and make sure it's on point.
You feel me? But that's another. I guess that's something we could. Damn, I really don't want to make it seem like it's something that we invested in, far as like we the ones that's hurting. Like we not family members. We not parents of Dante. Right? We are parents and we do have family, but you can just imagine losing a family member to somebody who supposed to be your protector or help you and this and that, tell you they made an honest mistake and it's that type of mistake. You're damn near a supervisor, 26 years. I'm 30.
Bullshit.
I'm 30. So 20, you became a police officer when I was 4 years old, 95, 96, and you making a mistake like that in 2021? Nah, man. I really feel like manslaughter was like that's the here, throw a nigga a bone real quick, make sure people don't get out of control. We need to keep giving them bones. Like we got guilty. We got a couple guilty verdicts this year.
I mean, but the fact that she's trying to argue the case, or they were trying to argue the case that they didn't know, or she didn't know that it was that. That's why it came out to more of a manslaughter than somebody turning around and saying that it was just murder. She didn't wake up and say, I want to go kill this guy, or I know him personally, so I'm going to murk him. So that's why she got manslaughter. And, nigga probably wanted to hear manslaughter. That's 20 years without the possibility of parole, or 20 years with the possibility of whatever case is. But 7 years, hey, hopefully you serve your whole time. If you don't serve your whole time, I hope they experience and they're the teacher as a lesson enough.
Okay, put it like this. Let's make this make a little bit of sense, right?
If it was one of us, they wouldn't get.
No, not even if it was one of us. Okay, so she got 7. Because she potentially facing up to 7+ years for first and second degree manslaughter, right? Mm-hmm. Bobby Schmurder did the same amount of time for guns being found.
Along with a line of an investigation in RICO.
RICO still ain't a RICO of what? Being in the gang? Cause that's what they gonna organize, a little bit of organized crime or whatever the case may be. It's like these sentences and these laws. I ain't saying which one is. I'm just saying some of this shit gotta make. It's no way at the same time should be served for both of these crimes. Whether or not Bobby would have got more time or she got more time. Something ain't right. 7 years for manslaughter and 7 years for because RICO would have been way worse than that. So he definitely ain't.
And they would steal some money and do damn near 10 years.
A RICO act gonna send you out the road.
What I'm saying, a nigga steal some money and do 10 years minimum.
Yeah.
A nigga could completely violate and destroy the life of a child or a woman or man and serve a handful of years and be out on parole.
Did that.
So yeah, everybody knows the laws are terrible. Like, you got niggas that do heinous crimes, and if it's not a legit murder, then yeah, they're getting out.
We got weed.
But then you got situations where they find out that somebody's just organizing something, and they happen to run empire, run an organization, run a group of people. They look at it like, yo, you got power, so this is why I gotta lock you up for longer. And then to the other people, it's like, yo, you guys are paychecks, so I gotta just throw y'all and fill y'all in these boxes. That's the niggas who just do drugs or get caught with drugs on them. Oh shit, you got this on you? Yeah, buddy, that's a mandatory 2 years. Why? Because you have this on you. Yo, bruh.
See, with these niggas, but you know even with that, niggas who get caught selling drugs get charged longer than that. Do more time than that.
That's what I'm saying. That's on their preference, because you have an organization. It's another thing involving money.
Organization or not,
it's involving money that we can't touch. So this is why we lock you up, and this is why it hurts more, because we can make money off of keeping you here versus you making money on the streets and we not getting a piece. Now, while you doing heinous shit, yo, if we catch you, that's the weird shit about it. It's like, if niggas are talking about there's a nigga around here killing people, we expect you to do the highest level of let's find this guy. You get what I'm saying? Not just peekaboo, let's go back and read files and see what patterns. No, we need y'all to do the highest level, put security on every corner, make sure you ain't jumping in nobody else's crib. But let y'all find out there's a trap around this shit. Y'all got PT on every block, taking pictures.
Running in that bit. Miles away, binoculars, spy equipment, and all type of surveillance and shit.
So it's like, it's on what they decide is a heinous crime. Niggas is kidnapping kids, y'all not making a big deal about it. Niggas is touching kids, y'all not making a big deal about it. Nigga turn around and do some type of internet movement that made some money appear in his account. Okay, now you got to do X amount of time.
And that's what a disconnect at. Like, I don't want. We're not gonna turn it. We're not gonna make it one of these episodes and take it there and all that other shit. But
I'm just saying, bro, it's a paycheck thing, though. It's bread.
There's a disconnect. It's not. It's deeper than that, bro. It's deeper than that, bro. Some of these like, we don't want. Like I said, we're not gonna get into it. But just to say, a lot of this shit that hold all of these time are predominantly, you feel me, charged to a certain race of people, is what I'm saying. Like, there's no reason why a non-violent crime should be giving you more time than a violent crime. I don't give a fuck how they came about doing it and how it happened. If it's a non-violent crime, you shouldn't be getting more years than a manslaughter. Whether or not it's an accident or not, you shouldn't be getting more years than that shit. If you sold a little bit of green, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, it's not a violent crime. You feel me? I ain't gonna say it's damn near a victimless crime, depending on how it's being done. But that's neither here nor there. We ain't talking about that shit. You feel me? So, what we are gonna do is we gonna stop this right here. We gonna get into this list. You feel me? So, thank y'all for tuning in. You feel me? Make sure y'all subscribe, like, comment, hit that notification bell. You feel me? See y'all next year. Happy New Year. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Y'all be safe out there. And remember, it's just conversation.